And welcome to Sandlot Sports. I am Adam Capperson. I'm here with Dorian Cody.
If there was a fight, Dwight Howard will beat AD's ass.
Yes, please. I want to see that. And BJ Thomas.
Why are they fighting so early?
I don't know.
Why? What are we doing? We
I
just
don't
got
know.
here. We just got here, and we're about to go home.
Just
Send us home.
Just
got here.
So I'm going to say this. I was fully prepared today, well, the last weekend, to come on today to talk about how this was a huge weekend for the Big Ten, how this was going to prove Big Ten football has arrived, and it's going to be great. There's got a game on the noon game. It's got the night game. Everything's going to be great. And then Penn State shit the bed like a toddler going through potty training.
Ooh. Yes.
Damn.
Everybody hates me for my SEC talk, yet here we are again.
I was not expecting that ass whooping.
Well, it wasn't an ass whooping. It was just basically they were just inept. They were offensively inept.
Right, but did they have a chance to get to the playoffs? And now they're not. That's ass whooping.
Yeah, but it was funny because I had the Michigan game on, and I was watching the Michigan game, and okay, they pulled it out. And I'm like, why is Penn State? Well, they only have 10 points. Did they still have their shitty quarterback in that they had against Iowa? Nope. Sean Clifford was still in there. They just couldn't do a goddamn thing.
Dang.
And I to this day, it is now Tuesday. We're recording this. From Saturday until today, I still don't know how I feel about the overtime system. I still have no idea how I feel about the sudden death one play overtime that they have now.
I liked your description of football penalty kicks, which, depending on what side of the ocean you're on, is you would sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what penalty kicks are over there, are football kicks.
Yeah. But that's what it was. I mean, it's starting with the third overtime. It was one play, you either score or you don't, and the other team gets a play. You score or you don't, and you go back and forth. And I will tell you, watching it, it's huge tension. I mean, that play is intense.
Well, it's staying then. That's it.
Yeah.
It's written in stone now.
Yeah. And I know why they did it. It's for player safety. I completely understand it. From a fan's perspective, it's intense. Is it really football, though?
I'm not upset about the NFL system, to be honest with you. If you can score a touchdown and end it, good on you. Game over.
Yep. Yeah. It's grown on me.
Yeah, it really is, because it's the essence of football. Yeah. I'm going to score, and to win, you have to stop me.
Right.
That's football.
Yeah, and what that does that college really has never done it in overtime. It's a full team game. It's offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah.
Can your special teams stop them from returning a kick? Can your defense stop them? And can your offense do something?
Yeah.
It's the full team game. Whereas as soon as college started and college overtime starts, it's basically, can you kick a 42-yard field goal or get better?
It seems like the way to end a flag football tournament in college.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, guys, it's getting late. from the two, let's go.
Yeah. And like I said, I get it, because A&M and LSU did 7 overtimes a couple of years ago, and I mean those guys were just gassed. I get it,
but as a Syracuse fan, this land is over here. I don't even know how to do this. That right there. That overtime game against UConn is a memory I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Sitting over there and be like, Dad, not yet. Wake up.
Yeah, didn't they start at like 7 or something and end at 1 o'clock in the morning?
It was a late-ish game for the East. It was like a primetime game. And I think it got done around 1:15, something like that.
Yeah.
Which a college basketball game can happen in the blink of an eye as long as there's no timeouts at the end.
Yeah,
it can happen quickly.
Yeah, it typically lasts about 2 hours.
Right.
You can cram a good college basketball game in about 2 hours of TV time.
Unless it's close and everybody has their timeouts.
Yeah.
Holy crap. It may be the single most annoying experience in sports. Yeah. I don't understand cricket enough to be annoyed, and I don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get annoyed with soccer or baseball. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Those timeouts,
the timeout. Okay, let's want to play. Timeout. Want to play. Timeout. Oh, wait, no timeout. Oh, I'm done.
Somebody would have to provide a stat to prove me wrong, but you can't tell me the last 2 minutes of game hasn't lasted as much as the front end of the second half.
Well,
It's had to have happened. It's had to be close before, where like a team's just trading buckets, no real fouls, moving up and down the court, and then the last 2 minutes when it's close and all the timeouts there, it has to be close on time.
oh, especially like back in the day, back just a few years ago, when John Beeline was at Michigan, like they would go through a first half in like 30 minutes because they wouldn't foul.
Yeah.
And like if it was
Mhm.
Michigan, Wisconsin, they'd play 20 minutes of game time in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, because like there would be like 10 minutes without a timeout, without a dead ball. It would just go back and forth, back and forth. And
Just
that
commercials,
is
yeah.
very, very fluid. Oh yeah, ESPN hated it because they couldn't get the TV money.
It was like, is there injury
Aw.
timeout? No, he's not injured.
No, he'll walk it off.
Yeah, he walked it off.
But getting back to football, I mean, yes, Penn State shit the bed. Oklahoma almost did as well.
Oh,
Yeah, when you messaged me, what's going on with Oklahoma? I was like, well, oh no. I was like, jeez, my
dude.
chaos, that would have been the chaos I needed right there.
Yes.
That would have
When
been
I saw that
oh.
message, I was in my garage. I'm like, what's going on with Oklahoma? I said, oh shit, those teams are losing. And I said, oh.
I was like, but then as soon as you said that, I'm like 10-0. That's not enough for a top
No.
5, 10 team.
No.
Not enough. 17, 20-0.
Yeah,
You're
when
like, ooh. But
Yeah, when it was
I don't-
17-7 in the third quarter, it was like,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
no, you guys are in trouble now.
yeah. I don't know.
Did you see that Caleb Williams had "fuck Texas" fingernail painted on his nails?
Oh,
with
nice.
the horn logo upside down.
Wow.
I love it how it's like 2 weeks later and he's still like, yeah, I whipped your ass. Fuck you, Texas.
Yeah. Well, and if he was an Oklahoma like superhero beforehand, he is now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is perform, and that whole state will love him for many years to come.
Absolutely.
Perform and as in whip the ball from your teammate and run 10 yards.
And I hate that I said that because that's the same argument that Jason Kelsey had for who was he talking to? Just
Ben
play
Simmons.
better. Ben Simmons. It's Philadelphia. They barely like you when you're playing good.
Yeah.
Like all you got to do is fumble, and they're going to be like talking about your wife and shit. It's not. It doesn't take much.
No.
Exactly.
No. So I just don't like that argument. Play better. He's going through something. He's obviously not performing at where he wants to be, and he's having some issues. He's played so many games though. This mental health thing he's doing right now, I just don't know about. I feel like it's one more tactic to keep him out of camp until the games, or keep him out of practice.
I mean, I hate to be that guy because I am a big proponent of get the help you need for mental health issues. Absolutely, I hate to be the guy, but I'm gonna say it. I don't buy it.
There's too many games that have been played.
Yeah,
there's too many games. I was just like, it felt wrong to me. I could be totally wrong, and if I am, I would absolutely apologize. I would.
Yeah.
But damn, it feels weird.
It feels weird that you're bringing it up now.
Yeah. Why did we say, look, man, I just need some time away from the team. We can talk about this in a few days.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, and like you said, like the timing is so wrong. First, he was like, "Nah, fuck y'all, I'm not playing with you guys." And all of a sudden, oh yeah, well, now I'm having mental health issues, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to put the team.
And I would say he probably is. Yeah. I don't think that's what started all of this.
Shit, his jumper's got mental health issues. I don't know about him.
Oh yeah,
that jump shot's got mental health issues.
Exactly.
It's got wrist issues and elbow issues, shoulder issues, and hip position. I mean, he basically looks like a churro when he's taking a jump shot.
Dude, Dwight Howard
serious.
is taking more jump shots than Ben Simmons.
Dwight's a better shooter than Ben.
Yeah.
I'm
like, damn.
Why are you laughing? That's a straight face statement. He's a better shooter than Ben Simmons. Put him at the 3-point. Put him at the 3-point line. See what happens.
Hell, you know what? He's a better free throw shooter than Ben Simmons.
Oh
yeah.
Lord. Oh boy. Oh.
Damn.
I really harped on people playing shooting free throws, right? Like I said, I've said in the podcast before, I've never played in any organized basketball until I got to like recreation leagues and stuff. So get to this recreation league, I get fouled, I go to the line. All of a sudden your brain's like, dude, you just go full stupid. It's like, I've never done this before. I've never taken a standing still shot in a basketball game before. What the hell do I do? So the only reason I think I may be a decent free throw shooter in rec leagues is because I hit the first one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
If I hadn't hit the first one, it might have been a different story.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like when I shoot free throws, I shoot it as a standing jump shot
Oh,
because it's the only one. Like my muscle memory is the only way I can do it.
I can understand that. The only thing you gotta do is be careful about your foot crossing the line. But I'm pretty sure you can do it though.
Yeah.
As long as you
No.
don't go past the free throw line.
No one's ever called me out on it, so.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think-
the true? Is that true, Dorian? Or
Well, I know, like for me, for instance, when I play organized, whatever, and my free throw shooting, I always focused on like the back of the rim. They said focus on the back of the rim when you shoot. Because 9 times out of 10, your brain is going to tell yourself, I need to hit that back of the rim, and you'll usually make it. So that's what I tried to do. I mean, it all depends on the person. Now, I knew someone I played basketball with. What he told me how he was able to hit free throws was he thought about the rim being as big as the ocean or something, right? And he said that he saw it as him throwing pennies in the ocean.
my brain does not possess those tricks. No, that's a rim. This is a basketball, and I got to figure out how to get it in there. And so
Exactly.
I just looked it up, and I quickly looked on Google. I'm not doing any super searching and digging or anything. It's what I thought it was. You can jump, but you can't land on or come or cross the free throw.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're good.
Yep.
I don't know why more people don't. It's a much more natural shot.
See?
But the thing is, it's natural for us. Somebody that's 6'7" or 6'8", maybe that's probably not a problem. But 6'11", 7 foot, that little
Mhm.
tiny ball in those hands, that's a tricky shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I know we'll get back to football in a second. So, but like Horace Grant, he would probably be great at it because he normally shoots a jump shot from that range.
Mhm.
But a guy like Dwight Howard, he's not normally shooting jump shots from that range. But it's not natural
Right.
for him, just anyways.
Right.
it would be interesting if we could set it up proportionally to where our hand equaled like Dwight Howard's hand shooting a free throw with a rim and everything. So it's all like the ratios right,
Mhm.
and see how we do. It'd really be interesting because
Yeah.
I've shot with a smaller ball on the basketball rim, and I'll tell you, it feels weird as heck in your hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right. You got to
But
play
let
with
me-
it a little bit.
But let me ask you, does it feel
did.
weird because it's not your normal, the normal size of the ball itself?
No, it feels like that ball's too small, and I don't have control over it like I want
Fair enough.
to. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
your hands spread out in a jump shot for a guy my size with my
Mm-hmm.
size hands. Your hands spread out pretty good. When you put a volleyball in there or something, it's not the pinkies and thumbs start to come around, and it's just a different situation. You know, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like shooting versus tossing, right? So like Shaq, I remember watching a video, and I remember they were telling him to, if you shoot it, you can put too much force. Think of it as you're tossing the ball. So that's why he make that hesitant notion, and then he he's trying to toss it instead of shoot it. When he would shoot it, he would like hit brick and it goes everywhere. But when he was tossing it, that's what he was making, because he's so big and his hands are so big. Like you said, BJ, it's like him holding a volleyball, him trying to shoot a volleyball.
So I'm going to get back to football before.
I was about to say, do we pick so shitty that we are not allowed to talk about our college?
No,
football
we're allowed to talk about it. But before
I was wondering.
Before we talk about our picks, I want to play a little game first.
Oh, here we go.
Because we got to have gimmicks.
Is this your unidentified stat thing where we pick the X and the Y and then the thing?
No. That comes later. Okay.
I know you like those things.
Yeah. So I don't know why. Okay, my wife's computer apparently was hacked. Anyways, so I kind of went through some, the conferences. I'm not telling you who they are. Trying to figure out who the best conference is.
This is exactly what I said it is. It's some kind of unnamed stat where it's either X or it's Y. I just told you this. It's exactly what I said.
So, but based on this, who's the best conference? You got a conference that's you got two conferences that actually have over 500 records against Power 5 teams. One actually has more wins because they've played more games against Power 5. But you have another conference that actually has a better record against just FBS just in general. I'll tell you right now, I did all 10 conferences. So
all this is a dad asking a question that he already knows the answer to.
Okay, which
that's all he's doing.
Okay.
No, you're just trying to prove a point that some shitty conference that has better numbers should have a better position in the playoffs than they are going to have.
Okay. What conference do you think? What conference do you think I'm trying to identify?
I mean, I'm looking at conference I.
I don't think you're doing Homer stuff. I don't think this is a Michigan thing. It might be a Cincinnati thing though.
Okay.
Who are they? What, the AAC?
Yeah, they're the American.
Yeah.
American. If I could, well, are we guessing which conference is which?
I'm
You can
thinking
guess what you want.
Cincinnati, the AAC is Conference C. No?
Yeah, and by the way, this was all based on BJ's bullshit last week. It's like, well, it's all about who you play in the non-conference because when you're in the conference, you beat up on each other.
It's true. You when you play in the SEC, you're going to get your ass kicked at some point, either physically or lose a game. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't shit the bed like Penn State did.
Oh, shit the
And-
bed. Illinois?
Against the Michigan transfer Brandon Peters of all teams.
Oh, they just got the business all the way around. I like it.
I'm curious to know what conference I is. I want, if I could, conference I.
So just for the people who aren't on YouTube and just listen to this, Conference I is 24-7 against the FBS non-conference, 6-5 against the Power 5, 1-2 against the top 25, and they haven't played a game against a team in the top 10 yet.
That's the AAC.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's the AAC because they haven't played. You said non-conference record versus top 10.
I'm trying to think of how many conference games Cincinnati had, because that would be record versus top 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is all non-conference stats.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked at that. I should probably look all the way over to the side of the screen.
Reading is fundamental.
No, it's not. You just can infer shit. It's fine.
So doing you going with Conference I is the best conference?
Is the conference I, conference D. From a percentage standpoint, look at, okay, you're like 50. I mean, you're at 500 when it comes. Well, you're like 1-2, so you won one and you lost one. No, you 1-2. Wait, damn, my math is wrong. Long day.
It's late.
Yeah. So it's, for me, it's either conference I or conference D. Conference D against FBS, 25 wins, 11 losses. Against Power 5 is 8 wins, 6 losses. Against top 25, they're 1-6, and then against top 10, they're 0-3.
They are no good against ranked teams.
Right.
As a whole.
As a whole, right.
There's 3 wins, 4 or 5 wins against ranked teams. I'm just looking at the top 25 because that includes all the ranked teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
That's not very good.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Conference I.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll just do this for all of us.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see.
Conference I is the SEC.
Ah.
Conference D is the Big Ten. So, and then all the other conferences are just shitty.
So you're just proving my point.
Exactly.
Thank you for all that legwork, Adam. I appreciate that. Because like then I don't have to be like, no, they're great because of this. I can be like, just watch the podcast. There's numbers and shit.
It's mathematically
like,
proven.
Yeah,
it's mathematically proven.
But yeah, what I noticed doing this exercise, and again, this was all just kind of BJ's bullshit, is that the
wait. It is no longer bullshit. It's the truth.
But I mean, just how bad the ACC is.
Excuse me. You have to not. Instead of saying BJ's bullshit, you just have to say the fact that.
But like, so the ACC, I mean, has played is 21-11 against just teams in FBS, and that includes teams from like the Sun Belt, includes teams from the MAC. Against Power 5 schools, they're 5-9. Like when they go out of conference against a decent team, they're going to lose.
And let's see.
And the Pac-12 is even worse. The Pac-12 against Power 5 is 3-7.
So are you telling me that Alabama? Why is Alabama the SEC non-conference versus top 10? They haven't played anybody in the top 10.
Nope.
That's poor.
Yeah.
And and that's the thing. So the way the ranking, the way ESPN does their kind of their stat is where you played them, what they were ranked when you played them. So like UCLA would get credit for being a highly ranked LSU team because they were highly ranked at the time.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, this is pulling out what they're ranked now, like who they actually are instead of what they were when you beat them. And so yeah, the SEC, they've played 3 games against the top 25 in non-conference. 3.
I'm telling you, they got to play each other. That shit's tough. Who saw Old Miss coming like a lightning bolt? Who saw Arkansas playing as tough as they do? They are falling off. But boy, the early season, Arkansas and I in the early season were a good thing.
Yeah, okay. That Arkansas is a great example. Arkansas got credit for beating Texas. Where's Texas now?
Chuck has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and that's my point is you'll see you have this happen pretty much every year. It's normally Mississippi State. Like they'll beat a highly ranked team that at the end of the season they'll be like 6-6. But they get credit for beating a highly ranked team.
Yeah.
But okay, we whiffed on the rankings. You shouldn't get credit for that.
Preseason rankings, they shouldn't even do anything till like third week.
That's what I like.
Third or fourth week.
I like what they do for the football for the playoff rankings.
Yeah. What week is it? 7?
It's next
6?
week.
It's next
It's
week.
week
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
So you get a feel for just how good the team is.
right. Instead of having to try to jump to a conclusion and then they get their butt whipped by somebody next week.
Yeah, you get to jump to conclusion, Matt.
Yeah. What movie is that from?
Office Space.
Oh my God. I'm mad that I asked that. I apologize to everybody for asking that. Jeez.
So, but now that we have the little spreadsheet up, we will do our not so horrible as our NFL picks. Our college picks.
That's right. Not so horrible.
Yeah, not so bad. So I've got 20 wins. BJ and Dorian have 17 wins.
That's bullshit.
Basically, you're saying
no way he's
continuing
20 and
to
9. He's deleting stuff. I have to watch. I'm gonna have to rewatch like, the podcast, try to figure out if he's lying or not.
Hey, go for it. Go for it. So one of the games we're going to pick this week, BJ's already picked. It's the Florida Georgia game. BJ's
Damn,
already
I picked
said
that weeks ago.
Yes, you did.
Dang it, that was a mistake.
I'm going to give you a chance right now to
Nope.
change your mind.
No,
Okay.
I told you. I've said twice on this podcast. I'm not flipping picks.
Okay.
Not doing. I'm not Steve Smith. Oh shit! Don't. Please don't hear
That
that,
was
Steve
BJ
Smith.
Thomas.
No, it wasn't. Ever.
I believe if AR-15 starts, I think that the game will be closer than expected. But
Do you
Georgia's
really
going to pull
think
it
he
off.
can do anything against that Georgia defense?
These are severe rivalry games. These are like
Yeah.
top level hatred. The fan base hates each other. I mean, they get along for most of the year, but these couple days around this game, I don't think they really like each other.
Yeah.
So,
And you know, with rivalry games, it's like weird shit always happens. Like something
Weird shit.
always
Weird
happens.
shit. So
Yeah. But I picked Georgia to win, but I don't think that they'll cover.
You don't think they're going to cover the 14-point spread?
No, I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be closer. I think maybe 10, if anything, but I think it's going to be close to what people think.
how confident are you in your pick?
Of beating the spread?
Yeah.
I am $10 confident that Georgia's going to beat that spread.
I was talking to Dorian.
Oh, Dorian.
No. I'm not a betting
Look.
man. I'm not
Whoa.
confident at all.
No, you like to ruin people's lives with Dorian Thomas, but you can't bet $10 on a football game. Ain't that some horse shit? Yeah, exactly. Soft. Next.
Next is the pooping toddler versus Ohio State. Ohio State's an 18.5-point favorite over Penn State. Keep in mind, James Franklin did a press conference today where he mistook Illinois for Ohio State at least 3 times, called the Horseshoe in Columbus the Big House, which is in Ann Arbor.
Dang.
So you know his head's really into this game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had to pull their head out of their ass. He just got out of his ass. So, I mean, it's going to take a minute to catch up.
BJ, who you picking?
I really want Penn State to beat Ohio State for more chaos.
Well, that
More
makes 2
chaos.
of us, but just
More
for different
chaos.
reasons.
I'm just not sure it's going to happen. If you're saying James Franklin's deflated, I don't think the players are going to be in top shape.
I don't think he's deflated.
Mentally.
I think he's distracted. I think he's trying to negotiate his contract for Baton Rouge.
He doesn't deserve that, does he?
No, does it matter?
No, I mean, Lane
Does
Kiffin's still
Sarkisian deserve a
coaching.
head coaching job in Texas? Does
Well, I
Lane
mean,
Kiffin deserve a head coaching job in
It
Mississippi?
depends on if the sororities are cool with him being around. Not my fault. He did it.
Hey, we're just spitting truth here.
Yeah. Yeah. So what? I mean, can those police cover up a couple DUIs a year? Sure.
Hey, they do it in Waco for Baylor, so why not?
And they do
I mean,
it everywhere, man.
I'm about to say it'd be easier to list the places that they don't.
Right.
Shit, Baylor does the Liberty way where they blame the rape victims for being raped.
Exactly.
You said rape
Right.
twice in one show.
I
Watch it.
know. Hey,
Watch
did y'all actually see that story that came out a couple of days ago?
What?
Where
What happened now?
The Liberty University, Jerry Falwell's university,
Oh,
if a woman reports that she was raped, she is suspended out of school because she's the one that had sex with the male.
Oh my God! Did they kick her in the vagina on the way out?
I don't know.
Like, here, I'm gonna hoof you in the front, but have a
how
good day.
backwards can you be? Oh man.
They had great Christian school up there.
I feel like there should be a law where, like, if some of these people mention Jesus, they should be punched in the face immediately because they can't grasp any of his teachings or anything he actually did. It's just some like this mythical Republican AR toting Jesus. It's so crazy.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Like Jesus has got a crew cut and no beard now. Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, Liberty's not the only school that does this. I mean, there have been reports that BYU does crap like that Baylor would do stuff like that.
Look,
Well,
I know we have a listener in Utah, so I don't want to get the mafia after me.
the Mormon Mafia.
Look, I don't know how these women can raise their sons in an institution that basically sanctions rape.
Yeah.
Like, because if you don't do anything about it, you're complicit.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, if a girl comes up to me and says, I've just been raped, I feel like compelled to do something for that person, and I don't even know them, right? Administrators, people in the church, and they won't do anything about it. People you've been around your whole life for years in the case of administrators or teachers. Like, oh my God.
I saw a documentary and they were talking about, the Mormons and stuff like that. And someone who left the faith said that if a husband forces himself onto his wife, they don't consider it rape. It was like, you're his property. Like, if you don't give it to him, he should take it. Like, they encourage the husbands to, like, hey, if your wife doesn't give unto you, you take from her.
That's the Donald Trump method.
That's crazy.
And I'm not trying to make a Republican joke. Like, there was stories that he would rape his wife, and he went like, no, he's not. She's my wife.
Speaking of sexual predators, who's going to win this game?
That's called a segue.
With a hammer, though.
Well, you got Pedo State and you got Ohio State.
If you don't stop it, you're complicit. That's why we make these jokes. Penn State is going to be.
Hey, Ohio State knew about it too. They have somebody in Congress that knew about it and kept it going.
Oh, but he's a politician. He's a good man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, man. I can't I can't go after. I can't say shit about the Mormons and like conservative Republicans at the same podcast. Like I kind of enjoy doing the podcast. I'd like to do a couple more before they assassinate me by choking me with magic underwear. Anyways, I'm gonna go Ohio State.
Underwear gnomes. You're
I'm
going
gonna
with
go on
Ohio
Ohio State based on their geographical knowledge and athletic ability.
Yes, we'll go with that.
They know the names of things and where people are, and they actually know they're playing Penn State this week. So I'm going to go Ohio State to cover.
Okay.
Oh.
Dorian?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Ohio State too.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, every time the past 5 or 6 years, whenever Ohio State has played Penn State, it's been close. I mean, back I think it was 2016. Penn State won.
We just talked about rivalry games. We just
Yeah.
mentioned this.
Yeah.
There's something about them.
I don't see this game being close, just because I don't see Franklin like even paying attention. I'm going with Ohio State. So the next game on our list is Mississippi and Auburn. Auburn's a 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah. Damn, that's gonna be a big game.
I can't believe they have the way that Ole Miss has been playing Auburn's favorite.
Mm-hmm. It's in Jordan Hare. If that's got anything to do
with it. No, it's because of Bo Nix. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, Bo Nix and Jordan Hare.
That's it. Game over. I think Lane Kiffin's little party is going to continue.
You taking Mississippi?
I think they might be headed to the 4th spot.
Okay.
What if they beat it? Oh man, they can't. Oh, they can't even play Alabama, can they?
They've already played them and got their ass kicked.
Yeah, but they can't play in the SEC championship. They're both in the West.
No, they need Alabama to lose again,
right,
for them to get into the SEC championship.
Oh boy, Georgia, you got Ole Miss needs some heavy lifting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go with Auburn. I think it's going to be close, but I think Auburn probably win by like a field goal or something.
Yeah, I'm going with Auburn. BJ said it best. It's Bo Nix. It's Bo Nix at home. Bo Nix on the road is horrible, but Bo Nix at home is just magic.
Gotta love Bo Nix, baby.
It's something weird. Like, I don't know if it's like he gets the extra special collard greens when he's at home or what it is.
Yeah, Bo knows.
Yeah,
at home.
So we're going to do the game that I don't want to pick, but we kind of have to.
Uh-oh.
Michigan versus Michigan State.
Ooh.
BJ?
Rivalry games. Oh, man. You should be nervous. Too many things. It's just weird. Like, I love watching rivalry games, even games that don't have anybody, no dog in the fight. It's I'm going to say Michigan. I feel like this is Michigan's year to stay undefeated here, power through, and get to Ohio State.
Dorian?
I have a feeling that Michigan State is going to make this game ugly.
It's a 4.5-point game spread with Michigan being favored.
Yeah, I'll say this. I want Michigan to win, but I got a feeling Michigan State's gonna pull it out.
You going with Sparty?
Yeah, because they're feisty, man, and it's gonna be a good game. But I'm going with Sparty.
This is the most meaningful game between the two of them in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and BJ actually made my point for me. I'm going with Sparty. It's a rivalry game.
Bullshit. You're doing it to prevent the juju. That's all you're doing. Bullshit.
No, dude.
Anybody that's listening, don't believe a fucking thing he's about to say. It's all about preventing the bad juju by picking Michigan. That's all it is.
Dude, this game's in Spartan Stadium. Okay, Jim Harbaugh has never beaten a top 10 team on the road.
Let's get
The two times he's beaten a top 10 team was when Jordan Lewis made a phenomenal interception against Wisconsin, and Richard Sherman was lined up at wide receiver for Harbaugh back in Sanford.
Mm.
So, and like I said, it's in Spartan Stadium where Desmond was tripped back in 1990. Any Michigan fan will tell you that.
allegedly.
Spartan, no allegedly, but look up the damn replay.
Footage is grainy. All I can see, I can only see in HD now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you
been
saw
years.
that you saw that crappy defensive PI call last week.
That was interesting.
I think it was 2000 where Spartan Bob put a second back on the clock because he could to let Michigan State score. So,
Oh, I think I remember that game.
yeah.
Crazy.
All you had to do is survive. All you had to do is survive a second. I mean, geez.
So,
What?
and
See, he's heard about that game. There was no comment, no nothing. That just fell flat.
nah,
I love
Yeah.
jokes that just like hit like a sack of potatoes.
but Michigan State's always a weird game, and that's why I'm going with Sparty because it's in Spartan Stadium where weird shit happens. Even though Michigan State has not played a team with a winning record all season.
Adam said all that to say this: no juju, no bad juju.
I don't blame you.
What's Doradama say?
No, I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to you, man.
The only football game, there's like 2 football games he's got this year, and you're about to ruin one of them.
Man, I want to do that to you, AK.
Since we're about to switch gears, I know we're probably about to take a break, but holy moly, those Lions play really hard and they get nothing out of it. It's tough to watch. It's really tough to watch. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
It's not like some of these other losing teams that have been around where they're just all garbage. Nobody cares anymore. They're trying. They are playing football, and it's just not panning out for them.
Yeah, we were at SeaWorld all day, and we'll take a break and get to the NFL in a second, but we were at SeaWorld on Sunday, and my phone was blowing up, and people were talking about Dan Campbell. Like, I would run through a wall for that man. He is the greatest coach ever. I'm like, did they win? What the hell happened? Oh, wait, they're down by a point.
Look, just because Tony Robbins can give you some tingles when he starts to motivate you doesn't mean he's a good football coach. So I think Dan Campbell might be like the Tony Robbins of football coaches.
All right, I'm going to ask this question.
He will get you to run. He will get you to run through a minivan, but he probably won't win a football game for you.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask this question real quick. So these outcomes of the Lions losing, how much of the blame can you put on Jared Goff? Because some of the games, because last game there were certain throws that he could have made and he did.
It seems like as much as he can take.
Yeah,
they're just dumping on that kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna put probably 60% of the blame on him. I mean, he's top 10 in passing yards this year. I think he's also top 10 in interceptions.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Get that Jameis thing going.
I like it.
So, but on that note, we'll get to the Lions here in the NFL segment, but we'll take a quick break. And we're back. Okay, so BJ, I know that you don't believe in God. I know you're an atheist. I fully respect that. Completely agree.
I hope you're going somewhere with this. You just halved our audience again. Jeez.
Okay, but does the existence of a devil prove that there's an existence of a God?
You got to believe. You have to believe in the first bullshit to believe in the second bullshit.
Okay.
So no.
Okay, and that's fine. But can we agree that Joe Flacco signed a deal with the devil or some kind of incarnation of that?
Oh, no. I think he frequents strip clubs or something and sees people in them that should not be in them. And it's like, hey, you'll need a backup quarterback next year, won't you?
No, but ever since he won that Super Bowl, he has done shit. And the NFL gods have punished him for it.
I wonder if it's the arm talent. I wonder if it's the fact that the dude can chuck a ball. Like Joe Flacco's got a cannon.
Yeah, but
Like
he's now on the second step with the Jets after leaving the Eagles.
Maybe they got some Hail Mary plans for him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to say? He fell apart in Baltimore and has been trash ever since.
Ever since he signed that contract.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He signed a deal with the devil.
Try not to call players trash. But we are talking about Joe Flacco here. I don't know.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. When I go to type Joe Flacco's name in my phone, my autocorrect changes his last name. and I want to change it, but I kind of don't, because instead of Joe Flacco, it always comes out as Joe Flaccid.
What have you been teaching your autocorrect, bro?
It's Google. It does its own thing. I don't know.
Oh, just making sure.
But
We got to remember, Google's own thing is our thing. Yeah. So just get that straight.
I go back to the experiment where they created a Twitter bot one time to act like people, and it was just kind of it would take reactions from whoever would react to it, and it would start as a blank slate, and within a day it was a racist jackass.
America.
Yep.
America.
But if we're going to talk about a quarterback who's struggling, that we can leave Joe Flacco out. We can talk about Patrick Mahomes.
I mean,
yeah.
And what we knew
sick-
they were going to struggle.
kind of sick of talking about him, to be honest with you. Call me back when something happy happened. This has been sad. That was the best offensive football to watch.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Every week, fireworks. Now it's just like, you're wasting Travis Kelce.
And what is the difference between last year and this year?
They did not contribute anything to their defense and found older players on their offensive line coming from run blocking teams.
So you're saying that an investment in the offensive line is the way to protect your investment?
No. You give it all to the quarterback.
Oh, okay. How's that
Give
working
it all
out?
to the quarterback. I don't know. I'm a Cowboys fan. No, I'm just joking. Not very well. We called it.
Yeah.
We called it early this year that the offensive. You watched the Super Bowl and Patrick was abused. He was never steady that whole game, and never comfortable. And you're starting to see some of that.
Yeah. And what the other thing that I'm seeing is a lot of the fancy kind of show offy plays that he would make, like the no look passes or the throw across his body.
We're getting tipped.
Now they're getting tipped. Now they're getting intercepted.
People are in the area. Yeah,
and he learned that bad habits and was never forced out of them because it worked.
There was a quote or something. I can't remember who said it, so forgive me. But it was basically I think it was Tony Romo said there's no better spy than NFL defense.
Yeah.
Like they will figure you out.
Yep.
It's coming. Once they get tape on you, it's just a matter of time.
And you have to adjust.
You got to do something different.
Yeah.
And the good teams are the ones that do it in the half of the game that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
When a defense has got them beat, they go in at halftime and they come out and drop 14 quick points. Like, oh, what did you do? What was this? And those are the ones that make the great adjustments.
And we've seen this game before, maybe not to the level of Mahomes, but we've seen this with Kaepernick. We saw this with Vic. We've seen this even with like flash in the pan quarterbacks, like even Derrick Anderson, where they'll pop up and they'll be great, and then the defenses will figure them out. People talk about Kaepernick and all of his other stuff, and we can always get to that. But people also forget that Kaepernick was on the bench because people had figured his game out.
Yeah.
There was a stretch. He was one incomplete pass away from winning a Super Bowl to being benched because his game, he never progressed his game. And I'm seeing the same with Mahomes.
With a young quarterback, I'm putting on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, could he do other things? Was he capable of doing these other things? We don't know. We never saw it.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw something in practice. But if he is capable, then it's up to the coaching staff to find a way to make that happen.
Yep.
Right.
So
impact.
And this is not a Kaepernick thing. It's not like a all hail support Kaepernick thing. It's not. But the fact of the matter is when a young quarterback doesn't advance, I got to say he didn't have some good coaching in place. I'm not trying to remove responsibility from him, but it's not his solely.
Solely is the key point there. Go ahead.
Right. So I was saying, in Patrick Mahomes' case, like, is it more on Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid? Like, okay, all right, we have to do some type of shifting or maybe go deeper into the playbook.
No, I don't think so. It's racehorse. They have racehorses. This is a GM thing. Why did you not acquire the offensive linemen to keep these guys protected? Mm-hmm. Even with an offense like Tyreek, Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce, and whatever running back they decide to insert at any minute. They're unstoppable. They are literally unstoppable if they're standing up. If Patrick's standing up, and he's not. He's pressured. He's moved off his spot. It's been like this all season. It's just like it wasn't. It's not as bad as it was in the Super Bowl, but it didn't get much better.
So he's going to have to restructure his contract in order for him to fix the offensive line.
And they can't fix it. They can't do it this year
Why?
because you're not going to be able to sign quality free agents mid-season.
Oh no, yeah, this season. I thought you meant this coming off. When you say this year, referring to a contract, I usually think the off season. Sorry, no, this season's done. Unless they, who you going to trade?
Yeah,
your defense is so terrible. You have to score points, so you can't trade any one of your offensive players. And how many of your defensive players have any value right now?
None.
Frank Clark is just eating that he gobbled that contract up. $100 million, nothing.
He's doing this.
Yeah.
Right now.
Don't do that. That represents production. Don't do that. That's production.
I like you do this, right?
When my boy does that, he is eating. So yeah, please, that represents production. But no, like that's a tough contract to swallow up, because that's basically, the equivalent of your defensive quarterback, and as far as a contract number, with no production.
Yep.
That's like 4 players.
Yeah.
Four contributing factors on a defense that could probably do something.
And it's a hard cap league.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying it, but it's the truth.
Oh yeah, because if it was an NBA situation with a luxury tax, y'all would be dead. Every year, Jerry would kill you. Jerry would kill every one of you. Your favorite player would be on the Dallas Cowboys. You would be a Cowboys fan by default.
Yeah,
but
he would definitely turn to George Steinbrenner of the NFL.
3 Super Bowls in 4 years. The last time there was no salary cap.
But honestly, that's why the NFL did it the way they did, because they knew that people like Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft would just buy championships.
Yeah, they're going to Steinbrenner their way to like 15.
Yeah, and so I mean, you can like it or not. That's why they did it. And now you're stuck. And when you're spending 20% of one player,
you cannot
10% another. It's just you're done.
You're killing your ability to grow. You're not going to be able to breed any talent, and you're not going to be able to infuse your roster with any meaningful free agent. I'm not even talking about like the top 5 that get these massive contracts like Frank Clark and screw your whole system up. I'm talking about like useful free agents, contributing players that are solid, that didn't cost you. You got them for market values when I'm getting at.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's a scary thought, but it's true. The Chiefs may not make the playoffs this year. I know they're only a game out.
What helps on the horizon?
There isn't any.
There's no help. They would have to do, like I said, a trade is the only way out, unless they can free agent magic somebody they've been paying attention to for a couple of years that's not signed to a team. Maybe they need help.
Yeah. But they need help in more than just one spot.
I can't tell you how many shots of Tyrann Matthew sitting in the defensive backfield like this. That's all he's done this year. And the safety play has been terrible. Sorensen cat, he's toast every time. If there's anybody, tight end, wide receiver, toasty.
And so that's the thing. Like even when the Colts were doing their thing, their defense was bad. The offense could keep up. Peyton could get that offense to at least have the games competitive. That game on Sunday was not competitive at all. It was over by the first quarter.
That defense was never bad because it always had Dwight Freeney.
Yep. Well, true.
Yeah. I'm just Syracuse guys. Sorry, I had to do it.
But I mean, teams would play the Colts and they would know they would have to score.
Right. Yeah. There's no choice.
Yeah. So you knew a punt was a loss. So they would try to press a little bit more, and that's what would allow them to do that. Kansas City, okay, they scored 3 points. 3 against Tennessee. Derrick Henry outscored them himself.
That doesn't work.
No.
I mean, you know what? It's only going to get colder, and Derrick Henry's only going to continue to kill people.
Yes.
Have you ever caught it? You guys ever caught a football when it's like 30 degrees out?
It hurts. It
feels like you're catching a brick.
Yeah.
Imagine getting hit by Derrick Henry.
No. I have kids. I want to remember them.
What is a football? Like a pound? 2 pounds, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like 130. That's 130 footballs hitting you at 20 miles an hour intentionally.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm telling you. That's why I like basketball. That's why I like playing basketball. I'll play flag football too. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry is just a beast of a man. And
He definitely deserves to be called King Henry.
yes.
I remember, when was Jacobs in the league? The early 05, 6, 7, something like that.
Who?
Brandon
Brandon
Jacobs. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry. I thought I could refer to him with his last name only.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you
Jacobs.
said Jacob's son. That's why I was confused.
Oh, no.
No. Brandon Jacobs. He was on the Giants mid 2000s.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember being at a friend's house, super stoned, and the camera like pans over to him, and my friend and I just looked at each other like, that guy's huge. Like, she is huge.
Yeah.
Like I just can imagine tackling that.
Yeah.
Right. Derrick Henry is a defensive end playing running back.
But
Who enjoys hitting people.
Enjoys hitting people. What blows me away are his feet. For somebody that big to have those little shuffling feet that he's got, like, man, that's a gift. He's had to work on obviously.
When they went Wildcat on Sunday and he threw the touchdown pass, it got me thinking, what if he actually had good form throwing?
Oh, I was so nervous because he took the ball and he had this super long wind up, and I'm like, no, Derrick, you're quicker. Like that, just like that, Derrick.
Like, what if that's the one thing he works on this offseason? You know, be able to throw 5 passes a year. Just be back in the Wildcat. You know, you just throw a quick out. How would you stop them?
You wouldn't.
Or flamethrower. Just go out there and burn every one of them. I really don't have any answers for that. I mean, if you don't play it like he's gonna run, he'll score.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you play like he's gonna pass, he's gonna throw, or he's gonna run, he's gonna throw it. So there's no.
That's what I'm saying.
Lose all across the board.
I'm not saying line him up at quarterback the entire time. Don't tell me that.
No. Yeah.
But like when they're down there, you know, 5-yard line or in, you line them up in the Wildcat, and if there's a threat of him actually throwing it accurately, you're done.
Yeah.
You might as well just go. There's the end zone. Go. Just
nothing you can
don't
do.
hit me.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, but Vrabel, his mindset is, look, I put King Henry in the Wildcat. I like my chances with King Henry over any defensive end. I mean, any defensive end or defensive tackle, unless it's Aaron Donald. That would be interesting to see. But
okay, well, let me ask you this though. As they're currently constructed, is Tennessee the best team in the AFC, or is it somebody else?
It's only going to get colder. I'm serious. It's harder to throw the football in some of these conditions that he's going to play in.
Yeah.
Like if he has to go to Buffalo in the playoffs, no, that's the wrong guy. I don't want Derrick Henry to come into Buffalo in the playoffs. Let's go to Tennessee. It's like 20 degrees warmer. Like, no, that running the football with that ability, man, that's tough in December. That is really tough. People are going to be real sore after those games.
Mm-hmm. And his breakaway speed is so impressive. Like as soon as he gets one cut out, like he's outrunning defensive backs, and he's like 6'4", 260 pounds,
247, I think, something like that. 237, 247, something like that. Still. I mean.
Okay. Well, let me pose the question a different way. Do you trust Ryan Tannehill to win an AFC Championship game?
Yes. If Derrick Henry can shoulder the burden, keep moving that football, Tannehill's looked pretty darn good here recently.
Okay.
Play action, man.
Play action's the son of a gun, especially when like we're saying that it's not like a Alvin Kamara play action.
Yeah.
One linebacker can go grab Alvin Kamara. A good NFL linebacker can go up there and get him. That's not happening with Derrick Henry.
Right.
He's going to bounce off that first one, stiff arm, or run him over. There's like so many options. Go around him, through him, under him, tunnel. I don't know. But like he can do all of these things and then just stiff arm the second guy that comes and take off. And it's like, what are you doing? He's a freak show. So yeah, I think Derrick Henry being healthy is going to make Tannehill an AFC Championship quarterback.
Okay, so as of right now, granted we're only about halfway through the season, You're saying that Tennessee is going to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC.
It looks like it right now. Is my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are they playing on the other side? BJ doesn't want to jinx it.
Say it. Cowboys.
Well, you know what? I can do the bullshit ESPN thing. I'll say, the Bucks are the defending champion until further notice.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's true. That's true.
So that's what I'm going to say. The Bucks are
okay.
the defending Super Bowl champion until further notice.
Fair enough. Mr. Hey, Super Douche Open in Green Bay is not going to have anything to say about it.
I don't know. The douche level rises each week. I mean, come on, man. Are you serious? I own you. I've always owned you. I don't. That mustache, that haircut, and then saying that.
He just needs a Camaro.
Does it get any more douchey? Oh,
that's all he needs is a Camaro. That's it.
In boat shoes. With no socks for those stinking ass feet.
Man, it's hard to see anybody. If the road has to go through Tampa, which it seems if it may, it's gonna be tough to beat Tom Brady, man.
Well, right now, if the playoffs started right now, and obviously that's a big if, the road to the Super Bowl would not go through Tampa. It'd go through Arizona.
Oh, see, that's right. Oh, totally forgot about the Cardinals. And they picked up Zach Ertz, which looks like it's going to pay off. Kind of hurt me in fantasy, but whatever.
I don't give a shit. I tried to give you a tight end. I tried to give you the tight end, and you didn't want it.
I mean, Goddard did okay.
The tight end. The tight end.
Brother of Jason Kelsey.
Yes. Yes.
Let's just say I'm glad I didn't make that trade because Cooper Kupp been kicking ass for me this year, man. Shout outs to Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have Christian now, but made that trade, still won 4 in a row.
Yeah. So, and during that goes back to what we were talking about in the last segment about the Rams and that Detroit game. I mean, the Rams just out talented the Lions severely. I mean, pretty much at every position, the Rams were more talented, and the Lions were in it because Dan Campbell has balls of steel. I mean, to go in the first quarter to have an onside kick, and then don't get the third down conversion, and then have a fake punt on the possession you got the onside kick on.
He literally has nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
He's already lost a bunch. There's nothing else that can be done.
No.
You might as well just onside kick to start the game, start the fuckery early.
Yeah.
I'm not even ragging on your Lions anymore. I feel bad for them. They're playing hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Well, I've been talking to some of our listeners on Twitter and going back and forth about the Lions, and basically what I've said was they need to keep going where they're going. Yes, they're 0-7. Yes, things are bad, but we knew things were going to be bad. We were just kind of hoping that Goff would have something. Clearly, he doesn't. What they need to do is keep going with the foundation that they're going, build the offensive line because that's key, as we've established earlier today. They have some weapons, maybe sign a free agent quarterback. There's going to be some decent ones floating around out there. As long as it's not Sam Darnold, because that went by the wayside quickly.
Oh man, that was
depressing.
That's like one of those summer storms where you're like, damn it, all the lightning, everything, it rains for 15 minutes, it's gone.
Yeah.
Damn, Sam.
Damn. Oh, damn.
So what was the problem in New York? Was it Darnold or was it Gase?
It seems like a dysfunctional marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both you're wrong.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And I don't know what Carolina's going to do because Christian can't do it all.
Yeah.
That he cannot.
Yeah. I know that I was reading that Carolina is in the sweepstakes for Deshaun Watson now. At first they were like, "No, we're good," and I'm like, let's revisit that.
So, all right. So, what can we make of this? Teams are interested. Something is up. Their teams would not be interested in this man if there was something that was going to be happening in the court system.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did the organization try to defame this man, or excuse me, did the organization successfully defame this man?
I can't say either way.
Starting to feel weird. I do not see a multi-billion-dollar organization going after somebody to lead their football team that's going to go to jail or have anything happen to them for sexual assault.
I mean, I know we've ragged on NFL GMs. In fact, I had a executive at my job say, "Well, these GMs must know what they're doing. They're paid millions of dollars." Like, no, but I don't see GMs trading away assets for nothing. I mean, there's a potential that you're getting nothing in return. Not a player who possibly could pan out, but like you're literally getting nothing. It's like, here, take my draft picks. I don't need them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had an executive ask me on Monday. He was like, "Well, I don't get what the big deal about Justin Fields is. There must be something good in him. Like, did you watch him play in college? Because yeah, he was okay and he was good in college when he wasn't pressured.
He was pressured
when he
right.
had one or two reads tops.
They showed a picture of him. Was he crying on the sideline yesterday?
Yes.
Damn.
Man, he was crying for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have you ever had a whole foot in your ass?
I'm from the South, so yes.
Because he had a whole foot in his ass yesterday, Sunday.
Yeah, dude, they would slap him around like he was the little brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I will say that comment that he made about the game slowing down, for him, that did not age well.
Not at all. Soon those guys are like, "Oh yeah, the game slowed down. Okay,
here. Slow this down.
Yeah, try a zone blitz on for size, buddy."
Exactly.
All you see is linebackers, defensive linemen on the line of scrimmage, and here comes the safety. Linebackers bugged out.
That's the thing with these athletic quarterbacks in college. They are not trained on how to actually play quarterback. They are trained to take advantage of their athleticism.
We got like 3 episodes on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably more than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're seeing it in the NFL. I mean, Zach Wilson is broken. Again, that's probably Adam Gase, but he's physically broken too. Justin Fields cannot play.
Yeah, but you know what? For about 10 years now, maybe a little less, they've been going to quarterback camps, 7-on-7 camps. Like, they're getting the exposure and they're getting the training. So what's the deal? I just thought about that. That's been the top quarterbacks go to these camps every year. Right. So what's the deal?
Well, just because you're the big man in high school does not mean you're the big man in college or the big man in the NFL.
No, they're going to like camps with like the top 1% of their class.
Dude, Tate Martell went to the 11-on-11, and Dorian's just got to hide his head in shame now and mention Tate Martell.
Look, don't include people that most likely have drinking problems. Allegedly.
No, that's Johnny Manziel, not Tate Martell. I know the names are similar.
Oh, Martell and Menzel, they have some similarities.
I'm telling you, not every human being that plays college football is ready to handle what comes with college football.
No.
And BJ, before you ask it, yes, I was stalling. I did not want to cover our picks, but we have to.
Trash. Once I saw I lost, I was don't want to talk about it.
So Dorian's still leading. He was at 500 a while ago. Now he's at 12-16. BJ, you and I are at 11-17. So
the comeback is real.
Yes. Says the guy that picked Seattle last night.
I did too. And I'll tell you, when Gino fired that pass and then to DK Metcalf and he took off for 84 yards, I was like, it's happening.
And then nothing else happened.
And then nothing else happened for the rest of the game.
I-
But
I
I'll
would say-
tell you what, I needed that touchdown, DK. I needed all those yards too. Thank you very much, sir.
I will tell you that I had the game on last night, and that was the most anticlimactic drive I've ever seen in my life.
Full
What New Orleans
confession,
had, yeah,
I
it was
turned
a
it off.
19 plays, 10 minutes for a field goal.
I turned it off. I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
This isn't fun.
I
This
got
is
limits,
bad.
man. Like, I know we do a sports podcast, but I got limits, damn it. Like, if you're not going to be entertaining, I'm going to give you a good shot. I'm pretty sure I watched till halftime. Oh no, I watched till the first part of the third quarter.
It
I
was
was like, nope.
bad. It was bad.
I wish I could take my viewership rating away from this, so you don't even know I watched it.
You know, and this is what ESPN gets for pissing off the NFL so many years ago. Because you
Mhm.
notice that the Sunday night games are almost always better than the Monday night games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't always the case, but it is now.
Yeah. It's no.
ESPN has no one to thank but themselves for that.
ESPN.
Yep.
Damn you, ESPN.
So so the first game we're going to pick this week, it's Captain Douchebag against Kyler Murray.
You
Green
heard
Bay.
it here first. Captain Douchebag turns him to 6-1.
Okay.
Go back, listen. First week of the season, I'm pretty sure it was. I told you the douchier he is, the better he will play, and it's only building. I'm worried.
I think it was our NFL preview. I don't think it was the first
Yeah,
week of the season.
First, it's either the week before. It's right around there.
Yeah.
Feel free to listen to a couple episodes to find it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead. Get our numbers back up.
Yeah.
Dorian, who you picking? Captain Douchebag or Captain Murray?
Oh, Captain what?
I heard that. I heard it.
Hey, this
I
is not
read-
fun when the guy that does it's in charge of editing.
I read that Devontae Adams may not be playing this weekend because of COVID protocol. I don't know if you
And
guys
saw
heard that.
and Lazard just got lumped in there. I just saw it come across the ESPN.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think
two.
I'm
That's
cool.
two of his receivers he's been targeting frequently recently.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Eric.
Nope.
Yeah, see, I'm with Captain Douchebag.
Until my thing is, who's he gonna throw to though? If Devontae Adams and Lazard is out, I mean, there's
As long as he's got that mustache when he comes out on the field, he's winning.
Until I'm proven otherwise, because you got to figure the only game that he lost was the game that he tried to lose. So
Yeah. He messed with Jameis's head too. That's terrible.
it didn't take much.
Why?
W.
Dorian, stop doing that.
That's
Please don't do that
classic,
again. BJ's gonna throw something at you.
I know he would have said something. Just say it. Get it out the way, BJ.
Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm focused on the next pick. I've shifted gears.
Okay, the next one is Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Before we say anything, I have a question. Whose quarterback's better?
Whose quarterback plays better or worse?
Yes. Well, John, I almost call him Johnny Manziel. Baker's not playing this week, I don't think.
I think because his shoulders all screwed up.
So, whose quarterback is better, Roethlisberger or Case Keenum?
Case Keenum.
That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. Case Keenum's elbow doesn't click in every position.
So who are you picking?
Man, I'm going
Cleveland's
to
a
pick.
3-point favorite, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Cleveland. Case Keenum's been with the head coach too before. I believe they went to a championship game together.
Yeah.
So they have history, and man, Ben's arm looks real bad.
Now the question that I have is, do the Browns try to knock been out, so they get to Mason Rudolph again?
I don't think Mason Rudolph hopes so.
Dorian?
Although Big Ben is not Big Ben, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh's defense. I think their defense is going to give.
Defense is
Case Keenum-
crazy. That is for sure. The defense is top-notch defense.
Yeah, it's going to give Case
When
Keenum-
everybody's healthy, because when TJ Watt's not in there, it's not so much.
right,
Yep.
right.
Yeah, see, I went with Cleveland because Pittsburgh is just a shell of themselves.
I just saw what you did to me. Oh my God, I want to leave. Son of a bitch.
Love it. Love it.
He's gonna lose again. Okay, so the next one is Tampa versus New Orleans. Tampa is only a 4.5 point favorite.
I'm not talking to you. Of course, it's the Bucks. Jameis is going to give the backup cornerbacks at least 2 picks.
Dorian?
I'm going with Tampa Bay. I don't see Tampa losing this game. I think it'll be a good game because New Orleans defense is like they. Oh man, I love watching the defense, but I think Tom Brady, as usual, figures it out. And I think Gronk comes back this game too. So.
Is their defense good, or does their defense look good against Geno Smith?
That is true.
I mean, it's all about a matter of perception.
Right.
Well, I mean, they're about to face Mr. Get the Ball Back, so their defense probably look pretty good.
And so the last game we're gonna do is Dallas versus Minnesota.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, come on, you're playing Kirk Cousins.
Hold your breath until God comes back.
Hey, we just proved that there was a God because there must be a devil that Joe Flacco signed with. So
oh man.
I'm gonna say one thing, and you can put my pick based off of this. That line is an insult.
So Minnesota should be favored, right?
Yeah. Sure, that's what they want. Bet you won't bet that game.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to continue our conversation, guys. Still quiet on Sundays. I just want to keep the listeners informed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas. I don't think Minnesota's DBs will have any answer for CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Amari Cooper, and Michael Gallup, which I read that they may be shopping Michael Gallup also.
Oh, I don't like that. Well, they're going to have to pay a lot of people next year, so somebody's got to go. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, I could see them trading him for draft picks because it's not cash.
Or an expiring contract. It'd be nice if they could get somebody that they wanted to get off of, and Dallas could just use them for just filling spots or something, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really like the idea of him trading Gallup, though.
Yeah.
He's a solid 2, and he's going to be a 1 somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, New England would take him in a heartbeat.
A heartbeat.
No.
Hell, the Giants would too.
Oh, and speaking of New England, again, going back to our
New York's where Cowboys go to die. Ask Jason Garrett.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
Ooh, that hurts. So,
The truth hurts consistently.
Yeah. So somebody was like, "Hey, see, look, Mac Jones put up 50 against the Jets. Well, he's
So?
the second coming." And I'm like, "Yeah, exactly."
That's like those people that say, "I take care of my kids." Like, what's the option? What's the other option?
I pay my taxes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I go to work every day.
Let me ask you something. Would you pay your taxes if they didn't take it out every week? Let's just be honest.
Probably not.
Most people know.
That's why they do it.
So I pay my taxes crap. Only because they take it out. Let's just be honest, folks.
But yeah, like Mac Jones is 2-0 against the Jets because everybody's 2-0 against the Jets. And
Why
like,
are we talking about this?
it's
No,
just fun. Yeah.
Like, no, but it's doing stuff you're supposed to do. He's just doing stuff he's supposed to do. You
Yeah.
don't celebrate that. Are we to the point of society where we celebrate people doing their job?
Have you
Unfortunately.
seen America recently?
I don't want to talk about this right now.
It's depressing.
That is depressing.
Hey, there's a worker shortage, but a whole bunch of people just quit their jobs, so there should be plenty of workers for you.
Absolutely.
Go put an application and see what happens.
Yeah.
Let me know. Right back.
So, gentlemen, yeah, I mean, our NFL picks, they could be worse.
Yes. Yes.
DJ hopes we get at least one right this week.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That'd be great.
So, go ahead. You're gonna say something.
Oh, I'm just saying that line's bullshit.
Yeah, Dallas 1.5 in Minnesota. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Like, well, hold on. Is it 1.5 because they don't know if Dak is going to play or not?
What? Who said that?
Who said that Dak is questionable?
Like Tom Brady's questionable.
No, they don't know how Dak is going to be because of the injury that he had.
And that's exactly what I would love to tell you if I was about to play you also. I don't know. His calf's jacked up, still swollen. It's terrible.
I'm just telling you what Schefter's saying. Now, it is Schefter, so go figure.
Yeah, but Stephen Jones probably wrote the story according to last week's news break. So
check the emails.
Touche. I got that one, Adam. That's mine. Stephen wrote those emails.
Yes.
And Adam called him the editor also.
Yeah, let me pull up Dak's injury report. Last I saw, they didn't know if he was going to play or not.
What is it? Is it his ankle or what is it?
Thought it was his calf. Okay, so the latest updates on Dak Prescott's injury are good. That's what they're saying.
Mm.
Yeah, it's his calf, and they expect him to play. So if he plays, that 1.5, the line is bullshit. If he doesn't, we'll see.
We got Will Greer.
Ooh. I volunteer to change my pick if Dak doesn't play. Is he pregnant again?
Who?
Will Greer.
I never heard anything about that. Oh, he failed a drug test because of somebody else's pee or something?
Yeah, isn't that why he got kicked out of Florida?
Yeah, he was pregnant.
Oh, that's a double whammy right there. I failed the test, and that might be mine.
If I remember right, he was at Florida. He was suspended a year for PEDs because he was pregnant, and then he went to West Virginia.
Yep.
So
well, he must not have any family in West Virginia because he didn't get anybody pregnant up there.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Another state I got to drive around.
You're not welcome here in West Virginia.
Shit, I'll tell you one thing. It's one of the most beautiful natural states that I've seen.
Oh, the mountains are gorgeous. I went up to Huntington one year.
Boy, walked into a convenience store. That was a mistake. Changed my whole opinion about the place. Jeez, y'all don't know what sugar does to you, do you?
You got to brush it off your teeth.
Fuck all those teeth up.
You can't just let the sugar stay overnight. You got to brush it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the fluoride is for.
One of my coworkers is from West Virginia. I give him the business all the time. I'd be like, "It's funny, you're from family's from West Virginia." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "You don't have any features like a goat."
Man, somebody's gonna deck you a ding.
Hey, we just talked about he has a superpower to say whatever he
I-
wants and no one hits him.
I'm not saying like it's not going to happen. It should have so many times and just hasn't yet. That's all I'm saying. It's
So, yeah,
I am not a physically imposing person, so I don't know what it is. Maybe sometimes I know I leave people's wheels spinning, and they're just like, "Huh?"
I will just say this: that whenever you go on Twitter to use the podcast account and you insult Steve Smith, make sure that you tag yourself in that first.
Nope, nope. That account is tagged to you, by the way. I believe it's registered to you, so it's even
Everybody
better.
killed.
And the location says your location. So I was like, I don't know, that's the best move.
Yeah, like I was out with the family and like I had on my phone, I'm like, BJ's gonna get me killed.
Yes, yes.
Oh, shoot.
I was right though.
Yeah,
I was
you're
right.
not wrong.
No, Steve Smith is not good at his job, and everybody's scared to tell him. He will whip everyone's ass.
Mhm.
He's an extra special kind of crazy.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of listening to old boxers do boxing. Come on, I know what you're talking. You know what I'm talking about. He's punch drunk. He sounds punch drunk.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like
I don't want to mock him.
Yeah.
It'd be the one podcast that gets listened to by Steve Smith. I don't want that.
yeah, and then he comes see all of
Yeah, showed up at your doorstep.
Like, he starts a sentence, stops and starts another one, but you don't really know where the first sentence started and the last one. It's just a crazy. It's interesting. It's very interesting to me.
Well, you know that is how CTE presents.
See, and you're worried about me saying shit.
them.
Tell you, Adam. You see a little bald 5'8" guy walk up to your door and go out the back.
And knock on the door. It's like I'm just gonna go out the back door.
Exactly. We'll try to go out the back either.
And the problem is, it's Steve Smith. He might beat you around the house.
This is true.
Yeah.
Hear
Steve Smith's
the
the type
footsteps.
of
And
way
just
he was.
run.
Go and get.
Hey, but you know what? At least he's not getting into fights with Anthony Davis on the sidelines.
I'd like to see that. That's a
Man.
whole lot of reach in that fight.
Yeah,
It's like 14 feet of reach.
man. Look, I don't know if AD would be successful in that fight. Dwight Howard he got some power, man.
Look,
You know,
it took Dwight Howard like 5 years to put Paul Pierce on his ass in the playoffs.
indeed.
Okay, that's a protected physical altercation. Refs are going to
Yeah.
break it up. Your real fighting teammates are going to show up like you're good. You could have done it years ago, but then he finally does it. I must tell you, that's the hardest I've ever felt that arena shake was when he dropped Paul Pierce in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but BJ, you had a point though. We're 4 games into the season. This
Aggression.
should not be happening 4 games into the season.
Especially on the sideline. On national TV.
And
Yeah.
Russ is struggling. Like that team could be in for it. You got to remember when the Heat assembled that super team in Miami, it didn't come together right away. It was ugly for
Right.
a little bit.
No, and
Right.
and the thing with the Miami Heat, but not only did they have the 3 that they had, but they brought in players that could complement the others. I mean, yes, you're right. Initially, it was kind of bumpy, but then they brought in a Ray Allen. I can't remember if Mike Miller was already
Look,
there, or if they brought him
I
in.
need somebody that can hit game winning shots, man. 'Cause I don't do it. I'll get Ray Allen, no problem.
Yeah,
The closer.
but that's not how the Lakers are constructed. They're constructed like they're just a 2K team,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work.
They got a lot of things going on. Russ and LeBron, between the two of them, are averaging almost 10 turnovers a game right now.
That's
LeBron's
not
averaging
winning
4.
basketball.
Russ is averaging 5.7.
Yeah.
That's 20 points you gave back to the other team potentially.
And look, I like peanut butter. I like pizza. I don't like peanut butter on my pizza, and I think that's what the Lakers are right now. They're a peanut butter pizza.
Oh, knock it till you try it. That's what they say.
I've tried it, and it's not very tasty.
Oh, you don't tell people that. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't ever tell anybody that. They'll think you're some kind of like terrorist or psychopath or something.
Dude, there's a restaurant up by you that puts peanut butter on
Oh.
hamburgers. So
Ew.
I've heard that's good. I'll
Not
never
gonna be
try
able to
it.
do that.
I've heard that's good. I'll never try it. I'll never try it. I don't. I'm weird. Like, you know that sweet fried chicken at the Chinese restaurants, like the honey chicken?
Mhm.
So good. I can eat pounds of it. Other than that, I don't like sweet and meat. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah.
Like the honey in Chick-fil-A's little chicken? No, I don't want it. Just give me the biscuit and the
That's
chicken.
this guy's God's chicken. He doesn't want you eating it.
Well, then God shouldn't put his chicken in my mouth if he's in control all the time. He did it. He did everything.
I'm waiting for the
man.
lightning to strike me.
A couple of years ago, when a hurricane hit Louisiana and it knocked that Confederate statue over, I was the first one to respond on WFTV's post, and I put God did it.
I'm sure that went over exceedingly well.
Oh, I will forward you the message I got from somebody in South Carolina. My reach is wide. Don't you ever fucking talk about God like that. I was like, oh, good Christian man, I see.
Yes.
Don't come with
That's fine.
ideas and thoughts and things to prove me wrong. Well, you can't prove me wrong. So what could you do? Oh, you try to change you can't change my mind. What would you do? Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You will yell and scream and hope you just go away.
Yeah. Just shut up.
Yeah.
I don't care. Look, if I went through the first 13 years of my life sitting in pews, ignoring shit, I can continue to do it now.
Hey, Jim Jordan did. And he's in Congress now.
No, can't see people's hands are in the pews. There's no telling where Jim Jordan's hands are.
And I'll tell you what, they're not on emails forwarding to the administration. That's where they're not. So anyways, it's late and the World Series starts today and we have yet to even talk about it. Shows just how far baseball has come.
Well, Dodgers aren't in it. I don't care.
Let's
I
go
don't think
Braves.
anybody cares.
I've been watching it. I watched the Dodgers and the Braves. It was a pretty good series. Dodgers can come up with the firepower to match the Braves. I watched the homer that ended.
Yep.
3-run
The Braves
homer
got
late
hot
in the
for a
game.
few games and then that was it.
Yeah.
No,
So, I mean, are the cheaters or the Hicks gonna win?
oh my God, Adam wants to end the show because he has things to do tonight. That's what he could. We're adults. You could just say, "Hey, I gotta go, guys. We're gonna wrap this one up a little early." You don't have to go the route that I would usually.
Hey, they're the ones that brought in Travis Twitt to sing the national anthem. So,
Oh, dang.
Nothing like supporting anti-vaxxers.
Doesn't Travis Tritt, doesn't he live in Central Florida? He lives in
yeah, he lives
right?
in Claremont.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't. Does he really?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
does.
at least he used to.
Yeah.
Why? Of all the places you could live, all the money you got, and you're like, he must have gotten a plane. He's like, what's that place that looks like a butthole? They're like, Central Florida. He's like, well, I'll move next to the butthole.
Yeah.
Trying to get my ass beat tonight.
That might do it.
I know, right?
So I think on that note, I think we'll end the show for tonight.
That's how you end the show.
That's how you do it. So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been Sandlot Sports.
Peace.